Welcome to the 2018 SAE Teachers of Media or ATOM Awards. Yes, definitely applaud. They are filming this. You can go more. Yay, woohoo! Yay, it's such a privilege to be here with you today. First and foremost, I want to acknowledge the Wurundjeri people of the Kulin Nations, the traditional owners of the land on which we meet, and to acknowledge that sovereignty was never ceded. I pay my respects to their elders past, present and emerging, and the elders from other communities who may be here today. And I want to say welcome to all the people who, through the magic of technology, are right with us around Australia and New Zealand and, in fact, the world. Say g'day. Well, I'm going to level with you. This is a fairly intimidating gig. I'm not really sure what I'm doing here or why they've asked me. I mean, it's an honour, don't get me wrong, but getting to see your work in the lead up today, you are all such a massively impressive bunch of filmmakers and artists. And I, on the other hand, I mean, I've done some stuff over the years, but when I was your age, I mean, there is no way Look, I'll give you some context. Growing up in Melbourne in the 1980s was a very different time, guys. My day-to-day exposure with media was free-to-air television, plus a little bit of radio on Saturday mornings. 4 channels, if you were lucky you got SBS. Yay, woohoo! And maybe, you do a 2-for-1 movie deal for $5 on Tuesdays on the holidays at Knox. Maybe. It's very specific. Anyway, still, media shaped me. I grew up to the soundtrack of Monkey Magic and The Price is Right with Lee Lin Chin and Cole the Carpenter, which is a really weird, really weird pairing, and Kylie Mole and the wonderful Bill Collins, who hosted, I want to say, Friday night at the movies. You won't know. He was this wonderful film critic and historian who at 8:30 each week would appear on our screens and give us a bit of a synopsis and some context for the film that we were about to see. And you'd make a cup of tea or whatever, and you'd settle in with the whole family, and then he'd say, "So I hope you enjoy Gone with the Wind." And you genuinely did. It was great. I remember we were all sitting together in front of the telly watching 60 Minutes when it wasn't Jan Event, it was one of the blokes who told us that coming up, in the world, was the internet. And I remember my father, who would have been all of 47, 48 at the time, saying, "Well, I'm glad I'll be dead by then." He's not. I mean, he's got a Facebook account and everything, so he's fine. But, you guys, you've all grown up with computers that we keep in our pockets, and they're connected to the World Wide Web, and you can access stories with it, and you can make stories with incredible reach. You're all so literate, and this shows in the work that you have produced, in its ambition and its sophistication. Whereas, full disclosure, I substantially cooked my very first day on set on Australian telly. I got into this show, some fluke, in year 11, and they flew me back and forth to Port Douglas, and it seemed very rock and roll, and I thought, fee diddly dee, an actor's life for me. Big mistake. Anyway, I didn't know what I was doing, and even before I ruined my very first scene, I remember after every take, that's the wind-up music. We're getting a little bit of a preview. I'm not done, so I'm going to keep telling this story. Even before I ruined my very first take, I remember after every take, someone would call out, "Check the gate." And I swear to Lee Lin Chin, I almost went up to the director and went, "I'm not really doing anything at the moment, so if you want, I could just stand by the gate and then you don't have to keep checking it." This is an old person's joke for all the guys in the tech room who haven't a chortle. Because, I still don't know what that means. I think it's got something to do with a camera. You guys don't know. You could look it up on the interwebs, but not now, because you should turn your phones off. You see what I did there? You turn your phones off now, right? This is your warning. And when it came time for me to actually do this scene, they decided on this underwater shot. So the whole crew were in this pool in Toowoomba in wetsuits, and it was, we've got to get this in one take, guys. I don't know, because there was some reason about the camera. And I thought for some reason, they're underwater, they won't be recording sound. I don't know why I decided that, but I decided that. And so the director called action, and I had the very first line in the scene, and I just mimed. And the actor in the scene with me looked at me, and all the extras who had their travel, they did their travel, and he was looking at me, and I just beamed at him. Until I kind of worked out very quickly this was not what was expected of me, and then the director yelled, "Dialogue!" dog, and I jumped, and then I couldn't remember what I had to say, and then she got cut, and then all of these men appeared out of the water in their wetsuits with all their gear, glaring at me. It was a real low light, guys. I'm here to tell you. Anyway, I got over it. I trained. I did some things. I have a career. But who cares? Because we're not here to talk about me. We're here to talk about you. And you clearly would never have done anything as deranged as that. You would know. You are the next generation of storytellers. Now, I have to warn you. Those of you who decide you want to do this for a living, some people are going to try and make you feel small about it. Like it's a frivolous pursuit, like it's not a real job. It's a lifestyle choice. That one's my favourite. This is the thing. The very same people who make those claims, some politicians and some people we could loosely call our colleagues in the media, they are the very people who absolutely know the power of stories and who rely on them every day. We all tell stories to understand ourselves and to understand the world around us. Anything that happens in our city, in our country, and around the world, there are several ways we can tell that story. Some storytelling is rigorous and it's searching and it speaks to the best in us and it serves to bring communities together. And some storytelling can be lazy and manipulative and it can seek to divide us. All of our stories pass through us and they embed deep within our individual and collective consciousness. So how we tell stories, who is centred, who is erased, these are the things that you guys will be grappling with when you grow up in your careers. And we will talk more about this later, but they play the music, so I'm nervous. Okay, storytelling itself, I'm just going to tell you, is the most ancient, it's the most sacred, it's the most deeply personal and instinctive of pursuits, regardless of age, regardless of gender, identity, race or culture. We all do it, and we do it daily, and we've done it since the time that we could speak and dance and paint and draw. Our history is comprised of stories. Our news is stories. Our very identity is a story we tell ourselves. Psychologists and psychiatrists, they talk about cognitive dissonance and narrative coherence. So human beings are storytellers, and don't ever let anyone tell you it's not important. Awards, on the other hand, I'm going to tell you a secret, they're a necessary evil. I recently judged a schoolhouse drama competition and I failed to stress this point to the students, and there were tears before bedtime, so I'm going to stress it now. Look, it's important to come together and to recognise excellence in our field, and a lot of people have put a lot of time and effort and money into today, so it's really special and it's wonderful you're here. But you know, awards are subjective, guys, by nature. I mean, who decides? These people, obviously, but, you know. And the truth is, and we all say this in our respective fields, awards are totally meaningless unless you win. And then they are indisputable empirical evidence of your artistic merit and achievement. So on that note, on with the show. The 2018 SAE Atom Awards feature 34 categories covering everything from feature-length films to television programs to animation, short fiction, educational resources and new media, including web series, apps, ebooks and games. Tonight we will present awards to entrants from primary, middle school and senior secondary school students in 8 student categories. We received hundreds of entries from all across the country, and finalists have travelled from around Australia to be here tonight. So please, a really roaring round of applause for our finalists. All of the student finalist films are streaming online. You can visit Atom Awards website to view them, www.atomawards.org. I mean, that's for the people at home, not you guys. Your phones are off, right? Yes. Okay. We are also going to announce the winners of the 1-minute film competition tonight. That competition gave students the opportunity to express their creativity by making a 60-second short film about memory. We'll also reveal the winner of the Atom Photo competition, which called on students to create a series of 3 still images around the theme of "This makes me happy." We are very excited to announce the winners of a brand new competition, Front Page, the News of the Future schools competition. And a few housekeeping notes. We will soon present the awards to the winners, followed by a screening of the winning films. After each awards presentation, the winners will be asked to join us just outside the hall for a photo shoot. It is very much like the Oscars, guys, right? And if you forget, there's ushers that will escort you. And we are also filming tonight, so remember to give everyone a really big round of applause when the time comes. So, before we get started, I'd like to welcome to the stage to say a few words Kieran Bartlett, Campus Manager from SAE.
Thank you, Sonia. It's great to have another round of the Adam Awards here on campus. Every year, this highlights that there is some great work being produced around the country, but not just around the country. There's so much effort and dedication going into the concepts and productions from people from all walks of life and all ages. Here at SAE, we treasure this good work. We get to see more of it than most, and for that, we're extremely lucky. On a bad day, we get to see students growing in knowledge, expertise, or wisdom as they try over and over to get their work to be as perfect as can be. Those films, games, animations, audio productions, and works of design can be thought-provoking, stimulating, they can start a conversation, they can highlight some need for change, or they can just brighten your day. And while we see this regularly, while we give students good grades and the occasional prize for good work, while we support the ultimate projects getting out into industry competitions, into festivals, into screenings, it's things like this, the Adam Awards, that seem to ground us. They bring everything back into a sharp focus, that there is an end point to every production and to the expression. I personally see the role of an institution like SAE as that of helping people to express their ideas, of helping them to get to that final point where they're ready to show off their work. Storytellers are born with fantastic visions of what they want to get out, and it's places like this that help that happen. We help know what polish to give to the final product. We help grow an understanding of what camera angles work best, which chord progressions sound right, or what layout of images, shots, and dialogue can do to completely change a story's meaning. The stories are going to come out regardless, but education can help to ease and improve that process, making the final product more impressive, more efficient, more fantastic, generally more. I was lucky enough to do some judging this year, and I was pleasantly surprised at the quality of work that was submitted. I was inspired by more than one of the productions, and I, for one, am glad that I got a chance to share in the celebration that is the Adam Awards. So on behalf of SAE, I'd like to thank the organisers of today's event for all the work it took to make these awards happen. But most importantly, I'd like to highlight all of the hard work by the applicants. Not everyone will win today, but everyone deserves praise for producing something that was worth submitting. Everyone deserves a pat on the back and a cheer for the time, effort, and dedication it took to get to this point. And you should know that it doesn't go unnoticed, even if you don't end up on stage. So thank you. Thank you for submitting, thank you for taking the time and the effort, and most importantly, thank you for sharing. I look forward to seeing more from each and every one of you in the future. Thank you.
Well argued, sir. Not totally meaningless. Okay, now I would like to introduce the Adam Awards and Competition Officer for the Australian Teachers of Media, Achala Datar. There she is.
Backstage entry, I've got privilege. Hi, and welcome, and thank you for coming. This year, we received a huge response to Adam Awards and our various other competitions. Firstly, I would like to thank SAE for opening their doors and welcoming us again wholeheartedly. SAE is our naming sponsor for 3 years in a row, and we always feel welcome here at SAE Melbourne campus. The staff at the campus, as well as support from your national team, is well appreciated. So thank you, Andre, Justin, and Kiran for welcoming us here. Today's live streaming is facilitated in association with SAE and SBS. So a big hello to everyone who is watching us live. This year, our inaugural competition front page, The News of the Future, received an encouraging response. In the times of mergers and the constant threat of digital invasion, it was good to see so many schools participating. A big thanks to Fairfax Media for coming on board. We look forward to partnering with you for many more events. The fabulous Atom team, which I'm proud to be part of, managed over 2,000 entries across Atom Awards and competitions and 300 judges. Next, I would like to thank the judges. It is a voluntary role, so an extra thanks to them for making time from their busy schedules. We really, really appreciate your contribution. I have the privilege of watching all the entries as a part of the awards officer's job. And though sometimes it is super tiring, the joy of receiving even one compliment from the finalists, judges, and our partners is what keeps us going. When happy and excited parents or educator calls us to say thank you, we know we are doing something right. Atom is a not-for-profit organization, so we rely on the support of all these amazing partners: SAE, Swinburne University, TEDS Cameras, Madman, DocPlay, SBS, Deakin University, RMIT, APRA Amcox, Melbourne University, Intensity, ClickView, and Little Big Shots. And we look forward to having many such awards and competitions in the future together. So thank you and enjoy your afternoon.
Thanks, Achala. And I think maybe a big round of applause for all the work it's taken to get today together. Shall we give them? It's not a small gig. All right, now, to present the award for Best Primary School Film Production, please welcome to the stage Jenny Brannigan, Writer Services Representative for APRA Amcos. Jenny.
Hello. Thank you all for having me here today and for all of your amazing brains. I just have to add a footnote here about my outfit today. I've just moved house and I couldn't find clothes this morning, so this is it. I just wanted to say to you all that I think film and sound together is one of the most complex artistic forms there is. So the level that each of you have achieved is, you know, you're really like, it's an architect. You're an architect of the arts is how I would envision it. And I know the rest of the people in this room would think so too. So you're all geniuses, basically. Yeah, so my name is Jenny and I work at APRA Amcos, so we're super happy to be supporting this event today, but also that we know a lot of you will come to us maybe at another point in your life and may need help with getting your royalties because you're all going to be super famous and, you know, your work is going to be everywhere and you need help with that. So just remember, we're here to help you. Yeah. So I've got a magic envelope about to appear. Thank you. So I'm here to present the Best Primary School Film Production. I will now read out the finalists. We had Bad Boys Go to School by Rihanna Kwan from Ruskin Park Primary School in Victoria. Round of applause, indeed. Chocolips by Stage 3 at Glenwood Public School in New South Wales. A Little Spot of Evil by Emil Sador from Bialik College in Victoria. The Mute Button by Class 5G at Cabramatta Public School in New South Wales. And the winner is Chocolips by Stage 3 at Glenwood Public School in New South Wales. Now, we do have a winner present. Does anyone want to come up and accept the award on behalf of Glenwood Public?
Now's the time.
Oh, I can see some movement and some dramatic music. Da, 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 da.
Go. It's good, otherwise I would have had to do my Oscars acceptance speech that I've been practicing since 1994. All right, come into the middle here. Yay! Your chocolate! Here we go. You grab it. Off you go, ladies. Where? You can say right to the mic. Thank the Academy.
We would like to thank Mr. Goff for getting us into drama. We would also like to thank all the students that made making this movie possible, and we would like to thank the parents for supporting us. Thanks.
Well done, well done. All right, you guys can. All right, don't forget your Oscars photo moment, ladies. Off you go. Got your award and everything. Some, well, I don't need this now. Hang on. Hello, hi. all of the mics. So I made a boo-boo. I told you. I told you right at the start. It's a bad choice from the start. I like to always keep the tech guys on their feet. Well done with that. I was supposed to start with the award for Best Primary School Animation. Please welcome Ben Layden from Little Big Shots. Ben? Maybe that's Ben! There we go. Great jacket.
Thank you very much. This jacket is very expensive. I am from Little Big Shots, Australia's International Film Festival for Kids. And I thought I'd just share a little story about my beginnings of interest in film. I was headed into town. I grew up in Perth. I spent my 10 cents to get on the bus and go to Cinema City. And I was going to see Disney's 10,000 Leagues, Captain Nemo, 10,000 Leagues Under the Sea. And I walked into the wrong cinema. And I saw, at age 10, John Boorman's Excalibur. Now, I'm just saying that your journey through film, everybody here, young people, you're starting out, explore, take chances. This is how we make great films. It's not easy. Each year I see a lot of amazing films by kids, and I see a lot of extraordinary potential. And what everybody here, the kids, the teachers, parents, Atom particularly, Little Big Shots, we're all about supporting young people to take chances, to make film, and to go that extra mile to see what we can do, not what we've already done. Now, Little Big Shots screens films every year. Our deadlines are coming up in December, so get online and have a look. We're not the TV show, by the way. We are a film festival, and anybody who wants to apply, have a look online, submit, get in touch with us, and you can find out all about the festival, which screens in June next year. All right, let's see about this award. Best Primary School Animation. So there are the nominees. We've got Anastasia, EMIT, and that one is from Table Cape Primary School in Tasmania. Connected, we're going to do the... All right. Next is Connected by also Table Cape Primary School in Tasmania. Those guys rock. Is anybody here from Table Cape? No. All right, okay. The next one is Spending Time Wisely by Essex Heights Primary School in Victoria. Yes, all right. And the final nominee is That One Curious Apartment from Doveton College, also in Victoria. And the winner is That One Curious Apartment. Doveton College, Victoria. Okay, fantastic. And just a quick hi to the Chocolips team as well. We screened it this year. Fantastic. You guys rock.
Hi. Hello. First of all, I would like to say that I'm honoured to be standing here next to all of you. I would like to thank Doveton Life, our college principal, Mr. McMahon, for being so great. I'd also like to thank the Buckland Foundation, the Coleman Foundation, and Atom for this award, so thank you.
Well done. You should present that. And then you guys should come and have your photo taken. Off you go. Well done, guys.
Sonia, where should I go?
I think you can come down this way, sir. Might hear from you later. I'll put this down. Oh, it's getting crowded in here. Okay. Did that. Okay. A little nervous now. All right. We are up to the award for Best Middle School Animation. Please welcome journalist and SBS News presenter, Sarah Arbo.
Thank you very much, Sonia. Hello, everyone, and to those watching on the live stream, whichever one of these cameras it is, welcome. It's wonderful to have you with us and enjoy these fabulous films that we're all watching today. As you've heard, my name is Sarah Arbo. I'm an SBS presenter and journalist based here in Melbourne. And it's my absolute pleasure to actually announce 4 awards today, but 2 for the moment. Now, we've seen some fantastic films already, and it's truly inspiring to see so many of you here. It's actually packed, which is fantastic. I love it. I don't like seeing empty seats, and we don't have any here, so that's a really good sign. Working with SBS is exciting for me every day. We're surrounded by journalists and content makers, providing unique stories with a diversity of perspectives that truly represent our society. When I started my career as a journalist, I was motivated by a desire to learn people's stories and help them tell those stories to a broader audience. At SBS, we're lucky to meet a diverse range of people every day, and we have the unique role of presenting the stories of new and emerging communities and the impact they have on our community. SBS, of course, has been telling and sharing stories for over 40 years. As Australia continues to evolve and change, our values as an independent and trusted public broadcaster committed to helping Australians understand each other better have never been more important than now. Our locally made programs are giving all of us cultural backgrounds, a perspective on cultural backgrounds and a place to connect with the issues that extend across newsrooms. I'm here on behalf of SBS Learn, of course, which is a gold partner of this year's awards. SBS Learn extends the reach and impact of our television content into Australian classrooms, and we are very proud to support Atom again this year. This week, SBS Learn launched a new classroom material for SBS's newest series, Child Genius. I'm not sure if many of you caught that yesterday. It was pretty great viewing. It helps us find and explore the brightest minds of young children in Australia. If you want to test your knowledge against some of those IQs, you can check out our website for a range of interactive quizzes based on those stories. Just as we're streaming this ceremony now, we will also have the full event available to watch on SBS On Demand soon, including all the winners' final films viewed today, so stay tuned to SBS On Demand. Alrighty, let's get straight into the nominations. Thank you. So the finalists for the Best Middle School Animation are Dawn of the Cheese by Lily Sarib, Irini Mellis and Basil Tom from the Essington International School, Darwin in the Northern Territory. Gibber by Josiah, Angel, Jacola and Assad from Dufton College in Victoria. Ramsey by Hadisa, Stephen, Mufataga, Wuntok, Angus and Talia, also from Dufton College in Victoria. And finally, Unlikely Encounters by Jada Joseph from Mansfield State High School in Queensland. All right, I guess I have to announce the winner now. Let's have a look in here. Okay, and the winner is Gibber by Josiah, Angel, Jacolia and Assad from Dufton College in Victoria. Congratulations.
In the box, amongst other things, Chance found a map to Uluru. With the map was a book that instructed Chance to go on a special journey to Uluru and return to it, something that was missing.
There you go. All right, guys, up you come. Who's going to take the mic? You? It's you. Well done. Good afternoon, college.
On behalf of Dufton College team who put together Gibber, we would like to acknowledge the importance of the First Nations people at our college and in our community. We thank them for the inspiration they provided for our animation Gibber. We would like to recognise our teachers and support staff who helped us shape our creative learning. And finally, we would like to give thanks to the Atom Awards and all sponsors. Thank you.
Get the award. Well done. Go and get a photo, guys. Well done, Dufton College. And I'll ask Sarah to remain on stage to announce the winner of the Best Middle School Film Production. The envelope, please.
Thank you. Thanks very much. Okay, yes, so the finalists for the Best Middle School Film Production are In the Midst of a Judgment Storm by Kellyville High School Media Team at Kellyville High School in New South Wales. Mirror by Katrina E.R. Tapp from Film Bites Secondary Academy in Western Australia. The Sound Silence Makes by Coco Mata Hepensal from Film Bites Scream Academy in Western Australia as well. And also from Film Bites Screen Academy in Western Australia, Toasted by Ashley Ramsey. And the winner is In the Midst of a Judgment Storm by Kellyville High School Media Team in New South Wales. I'm very lonely up here because they're not here, but it looks like they've recorded a...
On behalf of the Kellyville High School Media Team, we would like to thank Adam Awards for this incredible opportunity. We would like to dedicate this award to all the teachers, students, and talented actors involved. Without the support of everyone, this film would not have been possible. Thank you.
Wonderful. Thank you.
Thanks, Sarah Arbo, everyone. I would have totally gone and get a photograph with that. Have my little Oscars moment. She's got a lot of integrity. See, that's SBS. Okay. All right. To present the award for Best Senior Secondary Animation, please welcome once again Kieran Bartlett from SAE Creative Media Institute.
Thank you again. I've already had my turn to talk, so I won't take too much time. But I do want to say that the work that we've received, that's produced especially for the animations and films, has been spectacular. So it's great to see. So with no further ado, the best senior secondary animation, we had 4 contestants, or 4 finalists. The first is Decade and a Half by Yausiquin Derek Yuan from South Australia. The Whole Family by Rory Dalitz from All Saints College in Western Australia. Music Matters by Lauren Rawlings from Glenalga International High School in South Australia. And Notes from the Underground by William Fairley from Scotch College in Victoria. And the winner is Notes from the Underground by William Fairley from Scotch College.
I am not Will Fairley. He's in North Africa, gallivanting, having a good time. But this is what he had to say. I'd just like to say how thankful and honoured I, Will Fairley, am to have won the Senior Secondary Animation Award. I'm sure all the animations were equally worthy. I'd like to give special thanks to Miss Katrina Wilson for her consistent technical support and Mr. Jamson Kane for helping me craft the story and offering healthy injections of banter during the production process. That's all he had to say. Yeah, I'll give it to him.
You're going to get a photo? I think maybe just send it, Tim, so you can say, "God, dude, got your award." It's a very convincing Jerry Seinfeld from the 90s. Okay. All right, moving on. We are now going to present the award for Best Senior Secondary Documentary Award, and I'd like you to welcome to the stage Dean Keep from Swinburne University of Technology. Come on down. I told you I watched The Price is Right. Dean.
Thank you. Okay, thank you. It's so to congratulate all the finalists as well, because I know just how much hard work goes into all of this. And in the case of documentary, I think it's a really special honour, because to be trusted with someone else's story is such an important thing. You know, to be given something so precious and take it away and shape it and give it back to the world is really quite magical. So let me just read through the finalists. Blind Ambition by Lachlan McFarlane. The Story of Flannel by Indira Devonish from St Hilda's Anglican School for Girls in Western Australia. And finally, This Is Me by Portia Tang and Marina Eileen, apologies for any mispronunciation, from Lyndale Secondary College in Victoria. And the winner is Rob by Patrick Butcher from Scotch College in Victoria.
Thank you so much. And he was pretty active and would run around and do things completely differently to what I would do.
A bit naughty, a bit cheeky, but he sort of did his own thing, I think, because Sal and I were older and we were girls, but we were all good friends growing up.
Congratulations.
Thanks a lot.
Do you want a few words?
Yeah, I'd just like to thank the media department at school, and I'd like to thank my family for, because it's sort of a personal story, I guess. So, yeah, thanks.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you. Okay, time for photos. Turns out, yeah, The Price is Right was critical viewing to help me prepare for today. I feel like I'm doing a little bit of that and a little bit of Adriana Exenides across the stage. I'm learning. So, now we have the award for Best Senior Secondary Fiction. And we welcome to the stage Robbie Stutzer from SAE Creative Media. I'm going to go this way.
Thank you very much. Hi everyone, my name's Dr. Robbie Stutzer. I'm a feature film director, academic, and I'm the film department coordinator here at SAE. Adam's a fantastic celebration of education in screen media, and I'm quite honoured to be able to read this out for the new wave of practitioners who are going to be working in film and media, hopefully, if they all keep going with it. All the nominations are fantastic, and yeah, without talking too much more, let's move on to the nominees. Any minute. The first nominee is Solitaria by Lachlan McFarlane from the Anglican Church Grammar School in Queensland. The second nominee is Suitcase by Joe Winkler from Brunswick Secondary College in Victoria. The third nominee is 21 by Ni Hao from Peninsula Grammar in Victoria. And the final nominee is The Unspoken Rule by Con Kutas from Scotch College in Victoria. And the winner is The Unspoken Rule by Con Kutas from Scotch College in Victoria.
I am Con Kutas. I am the guy. Gonna just throw some thank yous at you. They build these things quite well. I'd like to thank everyone who helped me make the film, my parents for supporting the film, my friends who acted in the film, my friend who helped film the film, my teacher, Miss Wilson, for helping me edit the film, and my other teacher, Mr. Jamison Kane, for his immortal, all-encompassing advice for filmmaking, which was, keep it short. So in that vein, that's it. Thank you.
Oh, do I need that? If you'd like it, take it. Now you can legitimately be photographed. Go ahead. Enjoy. Okay. Now, we have reached the time where we need to present the award for Best Senior Secondary School Music Video. And to do that, we're going to welcome back Dean Keep from Swinburne University of Technology. I'm going to clear this. There's a lot of stuff here.
Thank you very much. Thanks again, everyone. The thing I notice about all this work is that there's so much diversity out there, so many different stories to tell. And it's great to see those kind of gender equities starting to level out a bit there. It's great to see more young women working in media. When it comes to music video, I think it's such a particular medium. It's still about storytelling, but you've got to work with, you know, the lyrics of a song, the music, and you've got to bring it all together to tell, you know, a seamless narrative. So I'd like to thank again all the finalists. And for Best Senior Secondary Music Video, the finalists are Almighty Carousel by Jessie Marshall from Brunswick Secondary College in Victoria. Fantasy Impromptu Opus 66, a classical music video by Sanjeeth Vadasari from Hunting Tower in Victoria. Nightmare by Maddie Hobbs from Emmanuel Lutheran College in Queensland. And finally, Sleep by Lillian Lord from Melbourne Girls College in Victoria. This brings me to the exciting moment. And the winner is Sleep by Lillian Lord from Melbourne Girls College in Victoria. Congratulations, Lillian.
Oh, Mr. Sandman, bring me a dream. Bum, 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 Lillian? Mr. Sandman.
Yes. Don't be shy.
Great.
Over to you.
I didn't prepare a speech, so I'm going to keep this really short because I'm not good at talking. So thank you everyone firstly for coming. Thank you Adam and SAE for holding this, and thank you to my sister and my friend Alex for coming. Yep, that's it.
Congratulations.
Thank you so much. Thank you.
Beautiful, beautiful. Now, before we screen the winners of the Atom Awards, we have a couple of additional presentations for the Atom Photocomp and the 1 Minute Film Competition. To tell you a little bit more about this year's Atom Photo Competition, please make welcome Teresa Marino from the competition's principal partner and wonderful store, Ted's Cameras.
And the winner is Wild Things, photographed by Will Holden.
This is something I've always wanted to come true.
Peter Tapp and Arshila Datta have been extraordinary and so welcoming for TEDS to allow us to come into their space so that we can now showcase what this organisation can do for these students and education. And for TEDS to see that enjoyment that we've achieved and awarded a prize that could possibly see them becoming one of the greatest producers or photographers.
We've got a long association with Canon. They're our biggest supplier and one of our most important partners, and I think they're very proactive in the education space. They recognise that the next batch of customers, next batch of fantastic photographers are students, people who are passionate and love photography. So Canon work very hard with us to make sure that we're providing education platforms, a reason to want to study photography, and obviously fantastic products as well. My name is Nick Peasley. I'm the CEO from Ted's Camera Stores. We have a long association with the education sector, both the students and the institutions. We've brought to the table our key partners, our suppliers, to really make sure the students have the ability to tap into the broadest range of products available, the broadest range of services that they can provide, an association moving forward which will aid them as they become working photographers down the track. For us, we really like to explore the opportunities that exist with your institution, enhancing its students' abilities and enhancing their prospects moving forward. With our guys on the ground, we have a number of trained, dedicated professionals driving photography interest with your students. I think our strength in terms of providing services to the education sector really lies with our association with our suppliers, putting on key events where the students can really explore their talents and their creativity, the ability to have a wide range of products at those events. The suppliers have committed professionals who are there to make sure the students get the best from their products, understand more about photography, and we have that long history over 48 years that we can bring to the table, particularly with those key suppliers, and really make sure the institutions are providing the best possible avenue to photography for their students. Potential association for those students down the track with those key brands. It enhances their photographic ambitions, and I think it contributes greatly to their ability to be working professionals in the sector down the track. For us, we understand the importance of education to our business, and we'd like to explore what other opportunities we have in terms of working with you to bring not only an addition to the curriculum you're providing for the students, but also just enhancing their experience as an overall working photographer into the future in our stores. We have committed professionals working in our stores also that are there to provide service, create events, give advice, training and support to not only the students but also the institutions themselves. And we've had a recent history of those fantastic events being run from our city stores, the Sydney, Melbourne and Brisbane, and those events have allowed the students to really take a step up and explore the opportunities that present to them post their qualifications. TEDS Cameras is committed to forging long-lasting and dynamic partnerships with you and your students.
Well, that said it all. So, you know, I'm Teresa and I take care of the TEDS professional department here in the city. So I look after the professionals, corporate companies, the government, and especially education. May I first start to congratulate all the students that participated in the ATOM 2018 photo comp. This year's theme, What Makes Me Happy. TEDs are privileged and excited to be partnered with ATOM and have been for the past 2 years running. And we look forward to continuing our fantastic relationship into 2019. There were over 1,000 entries for the photo competition, and I must thank all the schools and their teachers that guided the students. At TEDs, this is what makes me happy. So we'll start with the first category, which I believe is the lower primary. And the finalists are Adventure by the Sea by Phoenix McCarthy from Queensland, The Calmness of Water by Phoenix, again from Queensland, We Are Happy School by Brandon Mokhtar and Otis from Mariville Public High School in New South Wales, The Little Things in Nature by Phoenix MacArthur from Queensland, Nature by Alice Gunner from Queensland, Skater Boy by River Parson from New South Wales, and the winner who will receive a $500 TEDS gift card is Phoenix MacArthur. Unfortunately, she's not here today, so there is a video message. I believe there was a video message.
I am very excited to be the winner of this category. It has been wonderful to see my photographs online. I like taking photographs because there is a lot of interesting stuff in the world.
I'll now announce the upper primary with the finalists. Amaroo Walkway by Zach McDonegal from New South Wales. The Boggy Hall by Ingram Scully from New South Wales. Clean Swim and Quench by Jamie Clark from New South Wales. Family Fun and Feelings by Mia Avanucci from Western Australia. Happy Days on the Farm by Ebony Barker from Western Australia. My Brothers by Alexi Prosper from Western Australia. And the winner is, who will also receive a $500 TEDS gift card, is Alexi Prosper, my brother. Unfortunately, they're not available
to attend to accept the award so that we have a video message.
Hi, I'm Alexi Prosper. I would like to start with the thank yous. I would like to thank the following: Mrs. Fairhead for organising all this to me and bringing me into a photography world. Mr. Boylan, Dad, and Miss Goodliffe for always encouraging me. Cohen, Louie, and Albie, I literally couldn't have done this without you. Mum, if you weren't so gifted with photography, I wouldn't be either. Mum, again, thank you for letting me use your camera. All my friends and family for always encouraging me every step of the way. The sponsors for this competition, you made all this possible. Ted's Cameras for the amazing prize. And finally, you judges, thank you for picking my 3 photos of my amazing little brothers. When I first heard the topic, what makes me happy, the first thing that snapped to mind was my 3 brothers. All 3 brothers were easy. Colin's contagious laugh, Louie's dancing, and Albie's crawling, which he had just learned to do, but that was way back. Now he's walking everywhere. Anyway, I'm running out of time, so I've just got a few more things to say. You made me happy.
I'll now move to the next category, which is the lower secondary, and the finalists are Brisbane City Makes Me Happy by William Knight from Queensland. The Colours, this definitely applaud. The Colours That Make My Life by Isaac Van Mook from Victoria. Life is Amazing by Jake Fraser from New South Wales. Live Life by Jake Fraser by New South Wales. Models Come in All Species by Darcy Kellner from Victoria. Our Place Among the Stars by Austin Turpin from New South Wales. And the winner, which will receive $1,000 Ted's gift card, is Austin Turpin. Our Place Among the Stars are unfortunately not here, but we have a special video message.
Hi, I'm Austin Turpin and I'm 14 years old. Unfortunately, I'm not able to be there at the award presentation, but that's because I'm actually currently in Germany. So, first off, I would love to thank ATOM, Ted's Cameras, Quantum, and everybody else in the competition. I'd also like to congratulate the other people who submitted photos because it looked like it was pretty difficult to decide a winner. These images, which were taken on a freezing cold night in the Blue Mountains, actually mean quite a lot to me because, you see, back in 2015 I used to aim my iPod Touch up at the stars to try and take a photo of them, and that sort of led me to get a camera, and it branched out from there and I went everywhere else, but astrophotography is still my favourite. And no matter where I am in the world, I can look up at the stars and really feel at home. I am so ecstatic that I've won the competition that I've actually decided to give you a thank you song. Now, here it is. Thank you, ATOM, and everyone involved. You're very nice people there, and that must be told. That includes Ted's Cameras and the judges too, because these things wouldn't be possible without you. Thank you very much. I'm very grateful. I appreciate it more than anything. Thank you.
That was fantastic. I have the last category, the upper secondary. And the finalists are My Best Friend by Antonia Salasta from Victoria. Bittersweet Moments by Meg Godfrey from Victoria. Enchanting Ocean by Adrian Giddings from ACT. Home by Jess Stapleton from Victoria. Lights Make Me Happy by Sam Graham from New Zealand. Living Colours by Nicholas Fantini from Western Australia. And the finalist will also receive a $1,000 TEDS gift card is Meg Godfrey, Bittersweet Moments, and I say she is here. Yay!
Go, Meg. Come up.
Thanks, everyone. I'm having a bit of an anxiety attack right now. But I just wanted to thank TEDS Cameras and Ashala as well for calling me and make sure I was coming. And my teacher Lee, who encouraged me to enter this like 3 days before the deadline, which was pretty cool. And my school also for giving me access to Photoshop. So yeah, I did a series about bittersweet moments because I'm like one of those kind of like weird book people who like sit in my room and read and like find the melancholy moments to be beautiful moments that sort of give me a certain joy. So I tried to recreate that in my work with some self-portraits and a lot of photoshopping. So thank you once again. I can finally get a new camera. Thank you. Shaking.
As you can see, the joys, this is what makes us happy at TEDS, seeing the achievement, all the hard work that we put into to seeing our next professional photographer or artist. So once again, thank you to Adam, and from TEDS, thank you.
Thanks, Marina. So yeah, I mean, people always make the complaint about music theatre that people don't really just burst into song in real life. Those people didn't live in my house, and I think Austin proved us all wrong. I thought that was great, and that maybe Alexi was it? Maybe Alexi will be able to buy her first camera. She won't have to borrow her mum's. I bought my first digital camera at TEDS. It's very exciting. Okay, powering on. How's everyone feeling? Awake? Yay! Okay, good. I'm going to take that as a yes. Powering on to the 1 minute film competition. I would like to invite once again to the stage Ben Layden from Little Big Shots to announce with his wonderful jacket. Yes, put that on. To announce the winners from the primary categories.
Thank you, Sonia. Yes. That other jacket caught fire. I'm sorry about that. But I have an even better jacket, which I'm very glad to be able to show. This is something I bought recently in Chicago. I think it's a one-of-a-kind. Film geeks of the world unite. All right, 1 minute. Congratulations to all of the award winners, all the filmmakers. You have entry into next year's Little Big Shots, free of charge. So get in touch with us. All the photographers, congratulations, start making films. Okay, all right. Here we go for 1 minute. The contestants' nominees are Gypsy Memory by Melrose Public School in New South Wales. I've watched 600 films in the last 3 weeks, so bear with me. I Don't Remember by... Could I get some help, Sonia, over here? Oh, jeez. Yes, I've just recently come back from several cities, a number of different film festivals, and Sonia is completely wonderful. So let's go with that, and we'll...
We're going to do a little Oscars.
Yeah,
I say, you
one,
say.
Yeah,
all right. I Don't Remember by Kyla Vowles Hill, Kina Sukyo, Perez... I know why you gave me this one. That was a dirty trick. Perez, Ranjiv Chase and Zeppelin Hayes from Awapuni Primary School in New Zealand. Clap me, I got some of that right, surely.
Okay, here we go. All right, we're doing well. The Last Memory by Isabel... Did you just do that one? No. Okay. All right, here we... Oh.
It's like I don't remember the
See,
Lost
this
Memory.
is what I said, actually, when you invited me to do these awards. Okay, The Last Memory, Isabel Bennell from New South Wales. Yes.
My turn? All right. It's the memory game. No, the memory boxes. Now I'm doing it.
Yes.
You've got the memory boxes by Eloise Bendel from New South Wales.
Oh, we're getting there.
We're getting there.
Okay. All right, so the memory game, that is so tricky. This one's from River Parsons in New South Wales. Congratulations.
And Memory Lane by Max Parry from New South Wales. New South Wales are very well represented in this category. Off you go.
Thank you very much for contestants for confusing us like that. And the winner is, drum roll please, Memory Lane by Max Parry, New South Wales. Winner attending. Oh my God.
Wow, look at this. You should come right into that middle of that stage and hold that one up high.
All right.
Whee! Yay! Do you want a microphone? Was it? There we go. Do you want to stand? You can stand right.
Thank you all for sponsoring me today and helping me get here. And I hope you have a great day today, and that's it.
That is a tidy speech. Congratulations, young sir, and make sure you come. Oh, you want to take that, don't you? Give that to him. That's made my day. Okay. All right. Now we're getting through it. So don't keep limber. Don't forget to. Why am I got two mics again? Don't forget to keep applauding rapturously for these people's work. We are up to the winners of our brand new competition.
Other categories as well. So
we got to do other categories. Does that mean that you're not off the hook? Who am I? He's left. He's left the building. He's left me.
No, he's just feeling very suffocated.
All right. So now it's my turn, guys. Bear with me. He's back, guys. It's going to be great. It's going to be okay. All right. So now this one is, help me out here, Achala. Where are we up to? Upper primary, right? Okay. All right, you go.
We're working well together.
It's going to be great.
It's going to be all right. I Remember by Yarraville West Primary School from Victoria. I know you guys. Fantastic.
Memories of a Dog by Nina Ridey from New South Wales.
Memories of My Pa from Yasmin Elliott from South Australia.
Woohoo. Memory by Jack Gannon from New South Wales.
Only Now by Brodie Parsons from New South Wales.
And Real Memories by Max Raywood from New South Wales. Geez, they're really well represented here. And shall I do it this time? Can I do that?
You can do it.
I mean, I'm getting into this. Now, the winner is... Hey. Memory by Jack Gannon from New South Wales. Yay!
Yes.
Do we have a Jack Gannon here?
Have him in the audience?
Wow, I'm so excited. I can't believe it. I really love making films, and this is amazing to be first. Thank you so much for this award. I would also like to thank my mum, who helped me in every part of this movie. And I'd also like to thank our next door neighbour, who provided the electrical parts that I needed to take photos of. I had lots of fun making this movie, and I really enjoyed making it. And I also enjoyed watching all the other 5 films. They were also really good. Thanks again!
What a champ! All right, no, wait, yeah. You come back here. We've got lower secondary. Oh, he's off the hook. Who's doing this one? We're going to. Oh my! Achala, help me out here. It's all gone pairs. Hang on. Wait a second. Are we going to do?
Now we are moving to lower secondary, and we've got Sarah Ebo from.
Oh, let's welcome back Sarah Ebo. She's competent and capable. Let's get her to do this. Come back.
Thanks, guys. That was a really hard act to follow, so hopefully I can fill those shoes. Well, as you would have probably gathered, the theme, obviously, for these films is memory, hence the word memory appearing so often in the titles. And there were so many entries for these categories, and congratulations to everyone who made it this far, and even those who contributed in any sense. I think our creative future here in Australia is in very safe hands. All right, let's go to the finalists for the lower secondary section. Ever Changing by Isabel Millward, Stanley Joly and Emma Sabatini from Western Australia. More Than Her Memory by Will Malmsley from Queensland. Mr. Todd's Sticky Notes by Joseph Newman from Perth Modern School in Western Australia. Password by Bailey Locke and Miles McHugh from South Australia. Retuned by Austin Turpin from New South Wales. And finally, Spring Cleaning by Isabel H. Tang from Cheltenham Girls High School in New South Wales as well. And the winner is Password by Bailey Locke and Miles McHugh from South Australia. There you go. Congratulations. Oh.
Yes, Archela's got it. Good on.
Pass the parcel.
Thank you. Well, I've got no idea how I'm going to get this on Carry On, but that's for another time. I'd like to thank SAE and Adam for hosting the awards. It's great when there are opportunities like this for kids like me who can do film and nothing else. I'd like to thank my parents for putting up with my stress while making this, and my friend Miles McEwen, who can't be here because he's at camp, but I couldn't have done this without him. So, thank you.
Congratulations, Bailey.
I'll take that and you go down that way. Well done.
Thank you. Okay, now let's move on to the 1 minute film competition for upper secondary. And the finalists are Dear Friend by Charlie Kennedy in New South Wales. Memory Palace by Austin McFarlane from Queensland. Modern Times Limited by Daniel Nayland from New South Wales. Raindrop by Joel Elvey from South Australia. The Somerton Man by Harry Callaway, also from SA. And finally, Sound and Memory by the Nathaniel Dunwell from NBSC Freshwater Senior Campus in New South Wales. And the winner is Memory Palace by Austin McFarlane from Queensland.
Come on down. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations, Austin.
Thank you. Well, firstly, I'd like to thank the Adam Awards for providing a platform for all young filmmakers to express their passion and to tell their story. I know I had a really hard time coming up with an idea for this film, so major congratulations to all the other finalists and the 1 minute finalists. I thought your films were absolutely fantastic. Lachlan and Max, thanks for being in my film, and thank you all for coming out here. It wouldn't be an event without all of you, so thank you.
Congratulations, Austin. Congratulations, and thank you, of course, to all the entrants in this category for sharing your beautiful stories. Congratulations to our winners, and hopefully we'll see you on SBS sometime soon, or at least watch SBS. Thanks so much, guys.
Thank you to the charming and composed Sarah Arbo. Now, I'm going to check my notes. All right. We are up to, I believe, the 1 minute film competition. Isn't that right? Audience choice winners. That's you guys, right? Or, you know, people in the wider world. So we are going to ask Jenny from APRA AMCOS back, and you'll get a little tidy envelope. I do. And you're going to be all right, right? You don't need me right here. You're good. Okay.
Okay, I'm going to just get straight through to the winner now. The Audience Choice Awards is Memory Lane by Max Perry from New South Wales. And Max, you won the Audience Choice, which means you're another genius. Yay!
He's off, because he's done this before. Do you want to come up and say a few words, or are you happy? You can come up. What? Come and say, you won't. This is beautiful.
I know I really thank everyone voting for me again. And and that's the end of my thing. I hope you have a great afternoon.
Pro. He's a pro. Okay. Okay, 3 more categories. You're not off the hook, Jen. Don't leave me. Don't leave me.
I won't. We're here. We're in this. All right, now, the 1 minute film competition Audience Choice Award for the upper primary winner, this is another important category, is Memories of a Dog by Nina Reedy from New South Wales. And hello, there you are. Wow. Cool.
Stand right here, my friend. Off you go.
I'd just like to thank my teacher, Mrs. Haynes, for telling me about the competition, and all my friends and family for voting and supporting me.
Great speech. Good on you.
You get that.
You get that.
And you get to do this.
Yeah, just pump your fist in the air, that's right. You can go have a photo, I think. We have another one.
Yes, and the 1 minute Audience Choice Award for lower secondary winner. Yeah, I finished secondary school, that's obvious. It is Ever Changing by Isabel Millward, Stanley Jolly, and Emma Sabatini from Western Australia. Now, they are not here this evening to accept this award. Do we have a little video from them? No. Okay, so the spectre of these 3 geniuses. Congratulations. Let's just feel it. Yeah. Thank you. Aha. I'm going to say it right this time. So, Audience Choice Award for the upper secondary winner award goes to Modern Times Limited by Daniel Nyland from New South Wales. And I know, I've got a little note here saying there's a representative attending on Daniel's behalf in this room. And I can see some movement.
Yes.
Here
Come
we
on
go.
down. That's where we need our Price is Right music. Come into the centre here, my friend. I'll stop plugging that show.
My brother couldn't be here today, but he'd like to thank everyone who voted for him, and also Adam, SAE, and all the sponsors involved. Thank you.
You take the microphone. And well done. Excellent. I think that is it for the Audience 1 Minute Choice Awards, and I'll hand this back to you. And you're capable.
Jenny from APRA AMCOS, people. Okay, now we go to the winners of our brand new competition front page. Please welcome Lisa Lemon from Fairfax Media to announce the winners in upper primary, lower secondary and upper secondary categories. Lisa, yeah, that's you, mate. Come on down.
Hi everyone, my name is Lisa Lemon and I'm the Education Business Manager for Fairfax. I look after all the schools and I create marketing strategies with them to run on Australia's trusted and strong news, business and lifestyle brands, including The Age newspaper, the Sydney Morning Herald, the Financial Review and Fairfax's digital network. Thanks to all the students that participated in this year's new competition, we've received many clever and very creative entries. And now, without further ado, the finalists. We've got the Floreat Flyer by Year 5 at Floreat Park Primary School in Western Australia. Yes, thank you. Come on. The Point by Newspaper Club at Trinity Grammar School, Preparatory School in New South Wales. And the Talopian by Year 6 at Talopia Park School in the ACT. And the winner is the Talopian by Year 6 at Talopia Park School in the ACT. Now, I believe that, unfortunately, because they're in Canberra, they didn't come all the way up to Melbourne. So we will take their award. So thank you very much. And they have an acceptance speech, I believe. Yes.
Thank you, Front Page. We really enjoyed creating our own newspapers called the Talopian. We've even learned how to make cartoons and our personal articles. The iPads will enable us to create more interesting digital media in the future. We have learned how journalists and newspapers work.
Well done. The next category, lower secondary. The finalists are The Navigator by Santa Sabina College Writers Club at Santa Sabina College in New South Wales. The Oracle by Making Connections classes at Keysborough College Acacia Campus in Victoria. And The True News by Red and Blue Class Paper 4 at Eltham College in Victoria. And the winner is The Navigator by Santa Sabina College Writers Club at Santa Sabina College in New South Wales. Yeah, their flight got cancelled, poor guys. So they're unfortunately not attending either. But well done to New South Wales. And last but not least, the upper secondary category. The finalists, the Fentonian exhibit by Year 10 Multimedia Communications at Fentona Girls' School in Victoria. The Frankstonial Times by Year 10 journalism students at Frankston High School in Victoria. And the Modern Rag by Year 11 at Loreto Kirribilli in New South Wales. And the winner is the Frankstonial Times by Year 10 journalism students at Frankston High School. I believe, there we go.
Come on down. Sorry, guys. Watch that screen. Whee! Okay. I'm going to give it to you. Your first. Oh, no. Mitch, here you go. Come and stand in the middle here for a nice clean shot.
The whole school's coming.
Yeah. We'd just like to say thank you to our teacher, Miss Georgia Long. She really helped us out with this and gave us a whole lot of ideas for what we're going to put in our newspaper. And without her, we wouldn't be here right now. So a huge thank you to her.
And we'd also like to thank Miss Williams for bringing us down today. Thank you.
Can I get this?
Oh, yeah.
Do somebody strong. There you go. All right, thank you. I might just follow them, Sonia.
Yes. Well, congratulations to all of the finalists and winners. I want to just, give a special shout out to Eltham, who came up with the antidote for fake news. It's true news, It's great. We used to just call it news, but it's true news now, guys. Well done. Solved it. Now, whoa, there's a lot of paper on here. Okay. So, we are going to begin the screening of the Student Award winners and the 1 Minute Film Competition. But I just, earlier, I hinted a little bit about impact and how films make their way into our collective psyche. So this is like a really good segue for a warning that some of the content in some of the films may be a little bit scary. This is from the lady whose father sat her down at 7 and said, "Want to watch a scary movie?" And we watched Psycho. And so I'm done for horror now for the rest of my life. And if you feel that maybe there might be some things in Chocolates, or I found personally The Curious Apartment, the little bit where the door closed, and I found that sound effect scary, but it could have been Psycho that did it to me. And there might be adult themes running through our music video. It might be time to exercise some viewer discretion. And before we get on to that, I hinted earlier about the responsibility around storytelling. And you've heard a lot of incredible people speak about various aspects of this, but if you'll indulge me, I'd like to offer a few words of encouragement. Be rigorous, be ambitious, be nuanced, be curious. You absolutely should be interested in other worlds that are not your own and other people's stories. If in the process of making something about other people, particularly people from marginalised communities, invite those people, not just to be your subjects, but to be part of the process. Be respectful, connect, be inclusive. I promise your stories will be the better for it. It will be richer and more authentic. In this day and age where a lot of people use the internet to scream at each other from a great distance and across a widening divide, the responsibility of storytellers has never been greater. So given the maturity of the work that we've seen here today, I have great confidence in the quality and the integrity of the stories you choose to tell. Thank you for being present and enjoy the screening.
If you know what your passion is, you come here to explore it.
The things that you put on your show reel are just amazing.
There's a real sense of community
The course content is amazing. The lecturers here are fantastic.
Our equipment that we have access to is what the industry is using. I'm working with other students that are highly passionate.
Hey guys, just before we screen, a little note that after the screening we're going to be inviting all the winners to come onto the stage, yeah? So hang about, okay?
If you know what your passion is, you come here to explore it.
The things that you put on your show reel are just amazing.
There's a real sense of community.
The course content is amazing. The lecturers here are fantastic.
Our equipment that we have access to is what the industry is using. I'm working with other students that are highly passionate.
Everything they need to actually make things is here.
Just loved it, fell in love with the facilities.
We had access to high-end equipment.
The course content is amazing.
It is learning by doing.
Knowing that I'm going to be creating work that's going to be out there is the best part.
You have the freedom to learn what is your creative style.
The lecturers all genuinely care about what you're doing.
They speak from real experience.
Real world industry professionals.
You get a lot more face-to-face time with the lecturers.
To guide you in the right direction.
In 2 years, I was able to then enter the industry with confidence.
You really get a look at how the real world works.
My time here at SAE has been an amazing journey.
It's a great experience.